What is going on, people? Sean Pierce Johnson here, and welcome back to SPJ Live. It's great to have you all here. Hope you enjoyed the little, beginning of the whole show tonight. Trying out a couple little things to make the stream ever so a little bit more spicy, a little bit more entertaining, and all that kind of stuff. So, hope you guys dug it. There's a lot going on this week. Basically, I was just playing hold music on the iPhone, and you just caught it on the vocal mic. It's easy, and it works. Hope you all had a good week. It was quite an interesting one for me. Lots of new things in the works, some events happening in the next coming weeks that are going to be pretty fun, that I'm looking forward to. Let's see who we got joining us here right now. We got, of course, Mr. Ben Coombs in the house, moderator to the stars, except for yours truly. I'm not quite a star yet, but Ben, good to see you again, buddy. It's been a while since we talked. I know we're supposed to be doing live in a couple weeks, and I'm looking forward to that. So we'll be definitely chatting a little bit more soon. Brian Landreth in the house. Brian, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you again. We also got Terry's GG&G in the house. Boom, Terry, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Jay Steen as well is joining us, and of course, Mr. Aaron Lee of Albus Band. Ben, you go get into your stash. I don't know what your stash is. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But you do you. You do your thing. Amanda Coombs in the house, everybody. Be on your best behavior. I know, she's used to it by now. What with all the riffraff that runs around these YouTube live streams. I'm sure, Amanda, you're used to this by now, but my mama done raised me right. We got joining us. It looks like that's all the suspects for now. Dude, Aaron, that saran wrap window was kind of hilarious. I know it was probably annoying as hell, but it is a little bit hilarious. Work for a giant company like Amazon and they saran wrap the windows. That's pretty funny. Got a little bit of a different setup rolling tonight. Just plugged in a bunch of stuff that I wasn't quite sure how it was going to go, but I'm liking it so far. The Keeley Fuzzbender is on the floor, as is the Keeley DCR. Also got my Ibanez Session Man plugged in as well, and we're using the Carvin X1 for the preamp, and that's what all the pedals are running into. I really like the clean tone of this thing. It's a very full, clean sound, which makes it a very nice pedal-friendly amplifier. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really happy with the end result of the tube amp expander videos. I wish they were getting some more views, but I feel like the quality of those videos is really what's setting it apart. There's a lot of people doing videos on the tube amp expander, but I feel like they always miss something. And I kind of tried to keep that in mind as I was making them. So definitely happy with the end result. Ben, the signal is the guitar, TC Polytune, Fuzzbender from Keeley, Ibanez Session Man, Keeley DCR, Carvin X1 preamp going into the power amp of the orange rock reverb, and then that's out to the tube amp expander deal. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate that. I've been kind of in this mode right now of like really dissecting my bends and my vibrato to really make sure that I get things right, you know. So it's like from here, that note bent has to sound like. So I feel like I've gotten to the point where it's pretty damn good and it's pretty damn close. There's always going to be room for improvement on these things, so, you know, it's just, you know, we'll see how things go. Pardon me 1 second while I do a little shameless self-promotion here. It's really want some of you all to join up on this chat tonight. There we go. Share that on the Facebooks. All that good stuff. All right. Oh, gotcha. Guitar, bunch of cool shit into cool carving thingy, and so on. Yeah. It's a little like that. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and I've been trying to, you know, make that a focal point of practice. Really kind of take off the chorus here. Really try to get the bends like in tune, but also like trying to work on controlling the vibrato of the notes right now. And I'm trying to do that kind of like circular vibrato thing that Vi does really well, but I can't really do that at this point. Or at least like just trying, you know? And definitely not doing that. But it's also like when you do bends, you have a tendency to catch other strings. So really making sure that when you go to bend that one note, like you have your handle on your fretting hand and your picking hand muting. And I was kind of at a point this week where I wasn't necessarily sure if I was going to be playing much tonight. Earlier in the week, I had started to feel a little bit of soreness in my hand and a little bit of pain. So I had to take like a day and a half off of playing. And when I came back to it, I was just like really slow about it. And I still kind of am. It still is one of those things where I'm really watching myself when I play. So I don't want to aggravate things too much. So that's kind of interesting. PJ and the Beard in the house. How you doing, PJ? Or Beard, whichever one you are. So, you know, just taking it easy, like still playing, but not overdoing it, trying to keep it very like loose and whatnot. Aw, thanks, Amanda. And I kind of want to preserve my talents a little bit because it's gonna be an eventful couple of weeks starting this weekend. If you guys see the title, this is the one before the LA Amp Show, and the Amp Show is happening this weekend, and I'm gonna be there. So if any of you watching this after the fact or watching right now are gonna be in the Southern California area and want to come hang out this weekend. It's a pretty cool show. I've been going, I've gone a lot over the course of the last 10 plus years of my life. It's a really cool event. I like it a lot. I've done a lot of work at the amp shows. Really, 5 years ago, the amp show was really how I got myself kicked in the pants to do YouTube again, and really do it in earnest. Lonnie Spector, the guy who puts it on and the producer of it, he gave me a really cool opportunity to come in and do the video coverage, and that really got the ball rolling. It was from doing those videos that I got into working with New Neighbor Audio and doing videos with them, working trade shows with them, and eventually, you know, getting myself a job working there. And it was through that job that a lot of doors just started opening up. But I'm really excited about this particular amp show because I'm going to kind of be co-hosting an event, a sort of satellite event, and that is the LA Pedal Swap. So essentially what we're going to be doing at the Pedal Swap is it's a buy, sell, trade portion of the amp show. You're going to have, you can basically bring as many pedals as you can carry in, you know, a box or whatever, a bag, and you can swap pedals with other pedal nerds in the LA area. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be bringing a bunch of pedals for people to try. I'm going to be bringing a bunch of stuff for people to buy. If you know anybody that is in the LA area that hasn't gone to this show before, I think this would be a great year to come. It's a much smaller show than it's been in past years, and I think that's actually going to add a lot to the cool factor of it, and a lot of the charm of it. There's a lot of really cool companies that are going to be having private demo rooms. PRS is going to be there. Roland and Boss are going to have a private demo room, as are, I believe, Pigtronics and Supro are coming as well. Basically, boutique amp and guitar builders, some pedal builders as well. So if you know anybody, coming into the area, or you know somebody in the area and they've got nothing to do this weekend, the 12th and the 13th, it's $20 to get into the show. You can bring your own instrument, bring as many pedals as you want. I'm going to have like a little headphone rig for people to try stuff out and decide whether or not it's something that they might want to purchase for themselves. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun. And they give away prizes, door prizes. So with your admission, you basically get entered into this giant raffle. This year, I know they're giving away a PRS MT15 amplifier, a Supro Blues King, a bunch of other pedals and other prizes as well. And I've won a couple prizes. As a matter of fact, the Boss Katana that I just got a year ago, I won last year when I went to the amp show. So I'm really stoked on that. I've won a couple cables and some other things here and there, but I'm gonna be there. I'm thinking I'll probably be up there both days, helping out with this pedal swap thing. Hoping to maybe get some fun stuff. Terry, I would honestly like to see what happens, because I'm just bringing whatever I think would be cool to sell. Trading and selling, there's always room to make a deal. I think that's something that not a whole lot of people realize. There's always room to negotiate, and there's always room to make deals with people. And I feel like some of those cheap pedals are just really, really good. And so if you have enough of those cheap pedals that are really good, it's kind of like, what's the real return here? Do you get rid of a bunch of cheap pedals for one really awesome pedal, or, do you kind of do the one-to-one trade? I mean, that's basically how I got the Session Man, was I traded multiple pedals for one, so I basically didn't have to pay for it. So yeah, if you know anybody in the LA area and they're not doing anything this weekend, tell them to come check out the pedal swap. I'm going to be bringing some buttons as well. So yeah, we'll be celebrating a little bit of Stompbox Saturday at the pedal swap. Am I going to shoot any videos, Aaron? I don't think so. I was kind of toying around with the idea of shooting some stuff. I know, PRS just announced those, the new SEs for 2020. And I got in touch with Brian Awald, who's like their demo artist for trade shows a lot. He and I met at GitCon in 2017, and I really like him a lot. He's got a lot of great knowledge. He's a great player, too. And unfortunately, they're not going to have those ready for the amp show. So one of the things that I was hoping I might be able to do would be to do a nice long video with him about those guitars, if they had them. Since they don't have them, I won't really need to do anything like that. However, there are going to be some pretty cool seminars happening that weekend. that I feel like should be recorded for posterity. On Sunday is the Player's Paradise, which is basically a seminar and panel with a bunch of great like LA based session and touring players. So Jeff Coleman from Cosmo Squad, Glenn Hughes, and Chad Smith's Bombastic Meat Bats is going to be there. Joe Bonamassa is actually going to be there as well. There's a couple other guys that got added on. Eric Steckel is one of them as well. I don't remember who else, but I know Carl Verheyen is going to be there doing a seminar that weekend. There's a bass players panel as well as a amp builders panel, and then there's the Players Paradise panel. This is really the same show that I did my my pedal gurus panel for 3-4 years ago. It's basically that. So there's going to be some things going on that I think would be really cool to give a look. So we'll see how things go. I haven't judged it yet. I actually have been meaning to talk to Lonnie all week, and I just have had no time to make any phone calls whatsoever. So, you know, we'll see. I might even just be heading up there tomorrow night so that I can be there early Saturday for stuff. But I have no clue. I have been so bombed with work and everything this week. I've been editing videos like crazy in preparation for the weekend and then next weekend as well. Benny, talking about the OC guitar show that I went to just this past year, because the OC guitar show, to me, that's a real hit or miss show. When I hooked up with Dakota, who sold me the Session Man, like his was probably the most diverse collection of stuff. I always kind of feel like pedals get a really bum rap at these guitar shows. Almost like they deny that pedals exist. Oh, we got a new viewer in the house. Terry Himes is here. Terry, good to have you, my friend. Thank you so much for joining in. Yeah, PJ, the SE Hollow Body 2. I got eyes for that one. Pete Hickson in the house as well. Gonna have to check out this video of Terry's. Yeah, Ben, they do one during NAMM weekend. They're gonna be doing that again. Only I knew how to play the brown note, Aaron. Doo-doo. Yeah. fuzzy. Fuzzy as hell. Oh no, Terry. I didn't forget you. I'm just saying you're a new viewer today. Daniel Horsley in the house. Daniel, good to have you, my friend. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Thank you, Terry. That was all the fuzz was all the fuzzbender, and then I kicked on the DCR's chorus, just because it seemed like a good idea, or something like that. Let's see. Pardon me. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, I kind of, with the Cause of Doom, it was really all about just like this really big, cavernous sound. That's what I was going for, because I just never really heard a reverb that was quite like that. Thankfully, Tor was up for the ride and was able to, add on his little bit of sonic wizardry, if you will, to kind of make that tone print a little bit more than just what I originally wanted to start out with. And I think his contribution to it, definitely made it a lot more adventurous. I like this DCR. It's a lot of fun. Yes, the 20th. Then. Have that written down actually right in front of me right now. Thanks for joining in, PJ. You have yourself a good morning tomorrow. It'll be an early one, but hey, do what you gotta do. Yeah, Brian, that Nux delay reverb, the Atlantic, is really great. I highly recommend that one. Not too expensive, so you can buy other pedals along with it. Terry, we haven't had any power outages or any of the fires. I actually don't know where that's going on right now. I've been so out of touch with things that are going on in the world right now because I've been stuck working in here all week. I don't know where that's actually going on. So, but nowhere near us. We're good. We don't have any problems at all. The jury's out for me on that Source audio pedal because I've not played it, and I don't like to make judgments on things that I can't actually, I don't actually have any experience playing. So, whatever. Terry, of course the Batcave has backup power. Oh, Amanda, you're really being too kind to me right now. I don't know if I could pull off Bruce Wayne. I just am not. I'm not that guy. Oh, Amanda, you're too funny. Me for the next James Bond. Whatever. Who wants to see something new and cool? All right, that's three. That's four. That's 4 hands up, 5 hands up for something new and cool. Okay, I'll go get it. So, earlier this week, I went to Hermosa Beach to go meet up with a guy I met at the Amigos Guitar Show. And he's got a guitar company called Bootlegger Guitar. And we've been talking on and off over the course of the last last month or so. And we're going to be doing some videos of the Bootlegger guitars on the channel in the coming months. I brought home 2 new guitars that we're going to be doing demos of, and I'm going to show you one of them. Now, the reason I do that is because I did do an unboxing video of these, which you can go over to the Patreon site right now, and you can go watch that Patreon exclusive unboxing as part of my Patreon preview month. I do all the unboxings for the channel. Anything that's cool and exciting, that the unboxing is fun, that's all going to be on the Patreon. As well as, sooner than later, I will be uploading videos of my first 5, I call it, my first impressions of the guitars. So anyway, I'm going to grab one of those guitars to show you because I think it's really cool and it's something that you guys are going to like. We got Rick Hefner in the house. Rick, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. And hold on one second. All right, here we go. So, the guitar that I'm going to bust out right now is called the Hounder, and you can currently buy it from, there we go. You can currently buy it from Bootlegger, and it's $549. So $549 for this guitar. Includes the hard shell case. These are Korean-made guitars. And what's a really cool little detail on the casing is there's metal piping there. So it looks really nice. All right. The case is open. The case is open. But you can't see it. But it's out of the case. And yes, Brian, you did get a little peek behind the curtain. That's where I store all my important business papers, things like that. Okay, enough yakking. I'll show you. Boom. Let's go to OBS window here. There we go. All right. So this is the Bootlegger Hounder. It's got kind of a nifty Explorer offset kind of vibe to it. Just a really, cool vibe, kind of all its own. And for $549, this guitar, hum, single, 5-way, master volume, master tone, 3-on-3 headstock. It is dripping in vibe. It oozes cool, and I like it. Go ahead and plug it in a little bit. Hey, it's Matt Cisterna. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you again. So this, I'm going to tune it up. quite a an acoustically loud guitar. So from what I gather, these tuners are actually like Grover tuners. I think that's at least what I'm told. But anyway, let's hear. This definitely is a guitar that needs a bit of work and a bit of a setup. It's literally like fresh from the factory. The action is a little high, so there's going to be some adjustments that I'm going to need to have made to it in order to really like really do it justice, you know? But I like it. It's with the action the way that it is right now, it actually works perfectly for slide. And this bridge pickup is actually like super like really rocking. Oh no. Here comes trouble. It's Quentin James, everybody. Yeah, you can get all the way up there. It's really a cool guitar. Quentin, it is a company called Bootlegger. They're based in Hermosa Beach in California, but they get all their the guitars are built in Korea. So they're value priced. It's a bolt-on neck for this guy. But yeah, it's just got this really super cool vibe. I played a guitar of theirs called the Single Barrel. And then they had a headless guitar as well. But yeah, it's cool. The only complaint I have about it right now is that the action is just set a little too high for my taste and for my liking. It's great for slide guitar though, so... So, yeah. There you go. It's pretty cool. So I'll probably get a buddy of mine to set the guitar up before I really get down to the earnest demos. There's one other guitar, but if you want to go watch that unboxing video, it is over on the Patreon. So, just go patreon.com, Sean Pierce Johnson. Like I said last week, it is Patreon preview month, so any Patreon exclusives that do go up on the Patreon are going to be available on the Patreon page for the general public to see. So that hopefully you'll like it enough and consider becoming a patron. But as you can kind of hear right there, like the tuning of it gets a little off. Yeah, the B string's a little out of tune. But yeah, I really think the finish looks cool. I love the cherry sunburst on this. The body shape is pretty cool. The sort of smaller Explorer style little shaving of the horn right here. I like the pick guard. I think the hum single is a cool little touch. It's got binding on the neck and the headstock, which I think looks really great. And yeah, it's just an all-around, a really, really cool guitar. And there's one other guitar as well, so, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Terry, it's definitely a lot smaller than, say, like, your normal Explorer. But I like it a lot. And I actually like it because it's a little smaller. It's not terribly small. It's not like... It's pretty normal. The normal Explorer shape is a little larger because of the way that it, obviously was designed. But this feels a little bit more like it's in line with your normal sized electric guitars. So, take what you will from that, but I dig it. The other guitar is more of a single cut style. Again, you can go check out the Patreon page and see the unboxing of those. But yeah, I like this. I like it a lot. Just need to get it set up, lower the action, intonate it. I'm not a tech, so I don't know 100% how to do all those things, and I don't have all the proper tools to get it done. But the fret edges are not sharp. I haven't caught any of the strings underneath the fret edges yet, so that's always a good sign. But I dig it. It's a really cool look, and I'm looking forward to, after there's a little bit of work done to it, these things are going to be really great. They're already really cool and really nice guitars, But I once you get it all set up, this is probably going to be a really great guitar, and I'm really looking forward to that. So, something to consider. I see some chat about semi-hollows. Bootlegger also has a semi-hollow. Yeah, if you want to see the other guitars that Bootlegger makes, it's bootleggerguitar.com. I really dig it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to make these videos and to explore some of the other options that are out there with this company and what they're designing. There's a couple new guitars in the works. Like I said, there's the Hounder, there's the Rye that I have as well. Then there is the single barrel, which is kind of like a single cut semi-hollow kind of deal with a P90 in the neck and a Telly bridge pickup. That one really, really cool. The headless guitar, 2 humbuckers, very classic kind of feel, but there's a couple new finishes coming out that I'll be able to get going. Aaron, you take care, buddy. Hope that new gig gets better, and hopefully you get a real window for your van, you know? Sorry, Quentin. I can't be held responsible for that. They have a semi-hollow as well that's coming out, and then they even designed a guitar with a guy called Steve Stein. I think his channel's Guitar Zoom. He's mostly a teacher. They designed a guitar that's meant to be like your shredder kind of axe, and that's coming out pretty soon. But it's really cool. I'll dig it, and who knows what could happen as we kind of formulate this relationship. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how these. Although I like the sound of the pickups, and these are pretty well-spec'd guitars, they could be in really cool mod platforms, I think, for you guys out there that like to play around with your stuff. So, yeah, look forward to that. Look for stuff on the channel. There's a lot of stuff coming up that I'm really excited about. And, yes, Terry, they do an amp. That is on the way. It's not 100% ready yet. They've redesigned it. I did play it at the Amigo Guitar Show, and it did sound nice, so I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be a lot of fun. But guys, it is getting to be about that time, and you know what I mean. It's time for all good little boys and girls to go to sleep. I just want to say thank you to all of you guys for coming out and joining on the live stream. It's going to be a lot of fun as we kind of grow this little community. So please, anytime that you see the links come up in your feeds, please do share it with your friends. Invite some more people to come and join us for next week's SPJ Live, which of course will be the same bat time, same bat channel. If you have anybody that you know that is going to be in the Southern California, greater LA area this weekend, or if you yourself watching are in the greater LA area, please come join me at the LA Amp Show for the first annual LA Pedal Swap. This Saturday, I will be uploading a new episode of Stompbox Saturday, episode 199, featuring my Ibanez Session Man. We're going to go in deep with all the details on a very cool vintage pedal that my example is, well, it's pretty friggin' mint, if I do say so myself. And get ready, because episode 200 is coming of Stompbox Saturday, which I'm very excited about, as well as possibly a Halloween special of SPJ Live. So until next week, my friends, remember, same bat time, same bat channel. I'm Sean Pierce Johnson, and I wish you all great tone, happy stomping, and a very, very good night. And I'll see you all next time. Cheers.